Hey guys, what's going on? You are listening to the Unholy Bias. I am Christian and I am here with Bobby Smoove. Welcome to the show. It's been a while, unfortunately, since we've done our previous episode, but we're back and we're happy to be back. Bobby?
Yeah, like Christian said, we've been a while with trying to get all the audio issues right and time working schedules and everything like that. But we're back with another podcast for you guys, and we're gonna be talking about some wrestling, some football, some new gaming systems, and movies and trailers. Hope you guys enjoy. So let's start off with some Lana and Rusev and why did the whole wrestling universe. I guess not just the WWE universe because the wrestling universe thinks WWE is trash, but the wrestling
Yeah.
universe, yeah, of course. The wrestling universe think the Lana and Rusev storyline is pretty bad. But I mean, I've seen this done worse than what they're doing right now, and I'll show you guys some gameplay now. Uh, I've seen this done way worse with fucking I don't know Edge Lita, I guess, and Madden Lita. I saw this done way worse. Lita and Kane. Uh, I just don't hate. Like, don't really hate this. If you don't want, I mean, I just don't understand. People would rather tweet something about it than just not watch it. If I see somebody like, for example, if I see somebody who's not good at promos, I mute the fucking TV and watch something else until a, until like a match come on or something. Like I don't, you don't have to watch it. You don't have to tweet about it. Like it not, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the problem that lies is well the issue I had on Monday is not that it opened up the show or anything. It was more so Lana's part on the segment that they had when they opened the show. They opened this past Raw with a divorce. Bright and cheery way to open up the show. So they had and Lana signing divorce papers to kick off Raw, and Lana's mic work was uh, rather lackluster in the fact that it seemed like she forgot some of her lines, and it also when it got to the parts where she was like yelling and screaming at Rusev, it was very bad. Just it took me a lot, took me out of it, and I just was not. I couldn't get into it, and it took forever. It felt like it felt like it went on and on and on, and like I know what they were trying to do. I'm happy for Rusev that he's getting TV time, that he's a babyface and stuff. I think that's great for him. Um,
Yeah,
but I think the problem, at least this week, was Lana's performance. It just wasn't good. I don't. The storyline
yeah. I
itself,
just
though, I don't really care. I mean, good for Lashley and Rusev to be getting work and stuff on TV. That's never a bad thing. But in terms of
yeah.
like the actual like I don't know.
I mean, yeah. Like I said, I don't hate this storyline. I mean, if I hated it, I mean, like, if you guys hate it, why is it trending number one on Twitter? Like, why is it like, why are you guys showing any reaction to it? Anything else, if it's somebody who cuts a bad promo or whatever, it'll probably be like number five on Twitter, not much reaction. But they're not gonna let the same person cut a promo the whole like next week after. Like stop showing attention to it. You guys don't like it, and you guys cheering on Rusev, which what makes if anything, you guys cheering on Rusev what makes it I'm trying to say what makes it better for WWE to put it at number one like they've been doing. So just stop like stop showing attention to stuff you guys don't like. It don't make
Yeah.
sense because it's more money in hate because you guys hate the WWE, so it's more money in hate.
Yeah. And
They're
that's
not like
that goes all the way back to the whole Roman Reigns thing like years ago when
yeah
you guys complained that he was the worst thing in the planet. You giving him the reaction of booing every time he came out was just gonna make him get shoved down your throat, for your words, not ours. Even more. If you just sat there and like twiddled your thumbs or went and took a piss or like went on your phone or something when Roman came out, he probably wouldn't have been main eventing WrestleManias for years. But he sold a lot of merch because everybody talked about him, regardless of if you liked him or not. And that's why he's on
Yeah.
top. And like stuff like this, you guys going on Twitter and saying that, like talking about it, talking about it is going to trend, and they're going to see that it's trending. They're not going to read what the fuck you say because they don't give a shit. But they're going to see that
Yeah.
it's trending, and they're going to just keep fucking doing it. So shut the
But
fuck up.
people outside of fucking wrestling will see like who's Lana, who's Rusev. Like it's gonna bring eyes to the product.
Yeah. Because believe it or not, wrestling Twitter, Twitter's more than just wrestling.
Yeah. All right, guys. So the next topic we're going into is NXT becoming the main roster. I can't. I don't know. I don't know if I see this happening. I do see more talent moving over to NXT, like Nakamura, maybe, maybe even the Revival. No, those are guys who came from NXT, so they're not really the main roster, and those guys are not really huge stars. Uh, or maybe Nakamura is or was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. But I don't see them becoming the main roster. I just I don't. One of the things about the main roster is like celebrities could possibly be champions. Like we have a celebrity champion right now as the 24/7 championship, unless our Truth won it again. I don't see that happening. I don't see NXT being that mainstay, that mainstream. I don't see them averaging more than possibly 1.5 million in the next following years for ratings. So I don't see it becoming the main roster, but there's always something that could happen. What you think,
Yeah,
Christian?
I don't think NXT is going to become the main roster or the main show, but it's definitely picking up its steam, and that's obviously
No, I
great for
mean,
that.
do you think it's gonna become like the main roster, like like product wise, I guess?
No, I don't think it'll turn into that. I think it'll stay where it is because it's Triple H's baby, and I don't think he's going to
Yeah,
change anything about it, especially when they don't have
yeah,
to. Because when you go into every big pay-per-view weekend, what's everybody talking about when they come out of the weekend more times than not? They're talking about the NXT show on Saturday,
yeah.
and
NXT
talking
Takeover,
about
yeah,
they're usually talking about how much it kicked the main roster show's ass. Your words, not mine. But um, I think it's gonna stay. It could probably pick up views, especially since it's got competition with AEW. Like this past week, they both literally hit the same viewpoint or the amount of
yeah,
ratings or whatever. How I don't know how to
yeah.
say that properly.
For
Whatever.
week 11, they hit the exact same ratings. They hit 178.
Yeah, which is awesome for fans of wrestling. Like if you take anything away from
Yeah,
that, that's good for us. Um,
yeah,
so I think up
yeah.
until
But
this point, um, NXT only beat AEW like one time, not very
twice.
much. Yeah, not very much. But it's not even
Uh-huh.
like it's a new product. It's just or a better product. It's just because AEW is new, and people are gonna go look over to that. It's a new thing. It's something to be concerned about in terms of like, oh, what's this gonna be? Because people don't know it's new and stuff. But will it become the main roster? I don't. I don't think so. I don't think it'll do that because they don't need to. And why would why would you fix it if it's not broken?
Yeah. Well, money wise, possibly.
Yeah, but I don't see it being drastically different than what it is because there's nothing wrong with it, and I
Yeah.
think people much like myself like that it's less production, kind of more of like an independent vibe. Uh
Mhm.
and all those great things about it that make it so unique and make it different from the main roster. Because when you watch Raw or SmackDown, you're watching like a full-on production. Like they broke out the
Yeah.
bank on both shows. You know what I'm saying? Like they broke out all the money
Yeah,
for the
pyro
sets
and
and the lights
everything
and the
else.
pyro and everything. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then you watch NXT, and it's like this small, kind of dark, simple set, but you could argue that the in-ring results are a lot better because they give that stuff. It's a different kind of show, and I don't think that they need to have three of the same kind of show in the week. I think the variety of Raw, NXT, and SmackDown is good for what they have. I don't think they need to make another show like the other two.
Yeah. I agree with you. All right, guys. Well, speaking of NXT, the show that's also airing on Wednesday, AEW. I don't have a problem with AEW. I don't know if you guys heard the other podcast. I don't have a problem with AEW. I have a problem with Cody Rhodes trying to trying to become innocent and all this shit. Like when he said his letter about no hate to WWE, but they fucking diss WWE on like an NXT like
Every
almost every
chance they
week.
get, every
Every chance
chance
they
they
get.
get.
No
Even
hate
their
to
trailer for
WWE.
the show. Even the trailer for the
Yes.
show is like it's better than NXT. And it literally like every trailer for fucking AEW every single week, you literally hear the same excerpt from one of Cody Rhodes' promos of this ain't like the other wrestling company. Like, shut the fuck up. Like
Yeah. I'm not gonna be like personal and say, oh, they didn't have they had 2,000 empty seats and all this shit. I'm not gonna be personal and none because it's still a fairly new company, so I'm not gonna say any of this personal stuff. Because they do sell out their pay-per-views, which is I guess the most important thing. Which is like I guess you can say guaranteed seats.
right.
Um, or unless like a big name is coming for a random show, I guess. Only thing I have a problem with is the women's division is the worst women's division probably in the last 10 years. Honestly, is nobody who has any star quality on their women's division. There's no Trish Stratus. There's no even like a Tori Wilson, a Kelly Kelly, like anybody that has any type of fucking star quality on their roster, on their women's roster.
Yeah, even when they try to bring
They're
in people like Awesome Kong and stuff, it's still just not the same
yeah,
kind of.
yeah. It just Awesome Kong is like well, I think I heard this from Brian Stratton. I think his name is. I think that like
Ryan
Awesome
Satin.
Kong is really banged up from yeah. His Awesome Kong is like really banged up from like all the matches over the years.
I mean,
But
probably she's been doing it since fucking mid
the
2000s, so been doing it for like 10
yeah,
years.
Like speaking of Awesome Kong, the Awesome Kong and Brandy storyline people hate. Like, there's no reason in it. Uh, Ali, Ali had one gimmick, one uh, she had one gimmick 1 week, and then she had a whole different gimmick the next week with no reason and why, at all. So I don't understand. Like they hire Vicky Guerrero, like she's gonna do like help them at all. I don't understand some of these hirings. They hired Jack Swagger, like he's gonna help. He's not talking. I mean maybe he can't really wrestle because like MMA stuff, but uh, and then the Jesus Christ, man. I could say
Keep
okay.
going, buddy. Keep going.
No, it's so much stuff I could say because I don't
Yeah.
understand the sports like the sports in it's not sport. It's fairly not supposed to be sports entertainment, but they have people like Marco Stunt and they have all these guys like jumping around and like some of their matches like it doesn't even have a headlock in it the whole time, and it's like a headlock. Like, some of these guys can't throw punches. Like this is what happens when you hire your friend, and then Cody Rhodes. And the biggest thing, I'm gonna be honest, the biggest thing about everything, Cody Rhodes is not a good booker at all. He is fucking trash as a booker. his booking style is giving guys no storyline. I want somebody if I want somebody to explain to me what was the storyline for Kenny Omega and John Moxley. What was the storyline? He popped up at Double or Nothing, I believe, and just beat him up. And it's not like John talks a lot, so it's no real story. And they just had this hardcore match that most people hated. This they don't their best division is the singles division, and they don't even have a mid card division. They have nothing but guys who do the same thing, and they don't have a cruiserweight division. Kenny Omega is so banged up he basically don't even do backflips anymore, and he's only on AEW Dark. Like it's and then Jericho, who gave shit to Brock Lesnar on Twitter from winning the Money in the Bank championship. He's the fucking he's 50 years old, like 10 years older than Brock is, and he's the champion. And he's way less believable than Brock is as champion because he's out of shape and his hairline was even. Cody Rhodes is a bad booker, man. I don't hate the guys on the product, but Cody Rhodes is a bad booker. Their fucking tag team division only really have 3 good tag teams. And then like Jungle Boy that people like, and Jungle Boy and Marco Stunt that people like. They're like 8-0 right now. They like I'm not possibly going to AEW for less money to be a jobber. Like no, I'm not doing that. Sorry. I don't know how much they're getting paid, but I'm not going to AEW for less. Like, why would I go somewhere for less money to be a jobber? And can these? Oh god, oh god! I said I wouldn't do this. Can these
It's all right,
motherfuckers
man.
stop comparing Marco Stunt to fucking Rey Mysterio, bro? It's no like, come on, man. Like, that's fucking ridiculous, Dave Meltzer. It's fucking ridiculous, bro. He's nothing like Rey Mysterio, man. Rey Mysterio mask is more marketable than he is. Most people don't know how he look. That mask, Rey Mysterio is arguably the best wrestler in the history of Lucha Libre. So it's just fucking nuts, man. Sammy Guevara, like a young Eddie Guerrero. Didn't watch young Eddie Guerrero much, except for like sometime in WCW, sometime in ECW. So I can't say if he's like him or not. But you can't stop comparing these guys to legends. Like it's fucking ridiculous, man. These guys to that point right there at the same age were more trained than these guys are right now. They're way more trained. Eddie Guerrero was way more trained than Sammy Guevara was. It's no comparison. Sammy Guevara does a bunch of fucking flips all over the time. Like, it's like stop comparing these guys, bro. I know you guys like them, but stop fucking comparing them. And Jesus, they're not alike, man. Why is it so hard for people just to be themselves? Like, can I just be myself? I don't understand, man. And you
You
gonna say, Christian?
yeah, I was just letting you do what you needed to do. You sound like you had a lot to get off your chest there. I was just letting you have fun with that.
Cody Rhodes is so bad. He's worse than
All right.
Vince Russo. Way worse. Imagine being a writer and saying, "Hey Vince, I don't have shit."
Yeah,
They
it's not
don't
gonna go
have
well
they
for you.
don't have a lot of people. So why don't you have shit? You have like 50 wrestlers. Why don't you have shit? I
Yeah.
don't understand. All right. Anyway, sorry
Yeah,
guys.
no, you're good, man. You had to get it off your chest. It comes from a place of passion.
Yeah.
And I get it. No, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think you hit the nail on the head. You watch more AEW than I have, so
Yeah.
I think you had more of authority, I guess, to speak on the matter. Um, you want to jump to the next thing that we stumbled upon on Twitter today,
Uh,
or
let's talk about
you
some
have anything
WWE
else?
releases.
We can talk about some WWE releases. Yeah, let's do
Well,
that.
I
So
okay. So MJF,
oh, okay, all
MJF,
right.
MJF is supposed to be the best promo guy out of your whole roster, and out of 11 weeks, he cut possibly 3 promos in 11 weeks. 3 promos. Imagine, imagine 11 weeks cutting 3 promos. Like this guy. Oh my god, bro! You guys are wasting talent, and they're so fucking stupid because they're so happy. Some of these guys were making a lot of money in WWE. They just wasn't doing anything good creatively. But they're not doing anything at all. They're just wrestling random matches with no story, no backstory at all, no story at all. Like what is Pac doing right now? Nothing. Why is Kenny Omega the best wrestler in the world supposedly, and he haven't main evented on Wednesday yet? Like, what the fuck? I don't understand. Anyway, we're going to WWE releases. I just don't understand, man.
It's all
He's
right,
just
man. Yeah. So
anyway.
earlier this week,
Jesus Christ.
earlier this week, WWE made a series of cuts, releasing 4 people, 1 tag team and 2 singles
Uh-huh.
competitors, that have been with the company for quite some time. I believe the longest tending one to his point of release was Sin Cara, followed up by Luke Harper, and then the tag team known as the Ascension were all released recently. And I think the writing on the wall for Luke was it was kind of like a long time coming because they really haven't done a lot with him. And to be fair, he
Mhm.
was on the shelf for a while, um, but still, he hasn't really been used, and they had nothing for him for the longest time. So I think he was one of those guys that it wasn't hard to see that the time was coming. It is bittersweet. It's sad to see him go because he's very good. I don't know if anybody
Yeah.
remembers his feud with the mini feud he had a few years ago with like Dolph Ziggler, but I think it was like over
Yeah,
the
his
IC
singles run.
title.
Yeah.
He was on, I believe, SmackDown most of the time. I think that was around the WrestleMania 31 time. He was in that ladder match at that Mania. I think he had that moment. I think he put Dean Ambrose through a ladder in that match. He did a lot of
Yeah, yeah.
cool stuff in that run. He was a former IC champion, So at one point they saw something with him. Uh, so it's sad to see somebody with the caliber of talent that he did possess go, but on the sweet side, he has the opportunity to possibly go find another organization to find work and actually use and wrestle and do something. So it's good for him. I'm gonna miss him as a part of the Wyatt family and
Mhm.
everything, but good for him. Hopefully he's happier now and he does what he needs to do. As far as Sin Cara goes, Sin Cara, it wasn't even the original Sin Cara. It's a completely different guy under the mask, so it wasn't even the original Sin Cara. So I mean, that is what it is. I was never really too crazy into this Sin Cara, the original Sin Cara, when he first showed up back in like 2011. Thought it was cool. We had another luchador
Yeah.
because I believe in that time Rey Mysterio was like on leave, so we had another luchador come, so it was cool. And when he first showed up, he had like the thing where every match he wrestled, it got all like traditional to where like the lights were dimmed and everything, and there was like that one spot that was only on the into the ring. But if you really look at it, he was kind of botchy. Both people that donned the mask, he's pretty botchy. Never really did anything too memorable. One of the more memorable things that I can remember from Sakara's initial run was getting put through a ladder by Sheamus at Money in the
Oh yeah, that
Bank.
was
So
dope.
like I don't really know uh, what else to say regarding Sin Cara. So I'll go to the Ascension. The Ascension, former NXT Tag Team Champions. I believe they were the longest reigning NXT Tag Team Champions. I don't know if another tag team has since come and taken that mantle from them, but as far as I know, they were the longest running NXT champions.
Hmm.
They had a great NXT career. They came up to the main roster and immediately were nothing. Uh, I think their like initial night, they came out and said that they were better than the Legion of Doom and everything, and then like a couple weeks later, they got beat up by like one half of the Road Warriors and fucking New Age Outlaws and shit. So they did nothing on the main roster, basically, compared to what they did in NXT. So it was kind of like two complete different teams. On NXT, they dominated and were champions for a long time. And on main roster, they were pretty much nothing more than jobbers. So hopefully for Victor and Connor, they can go and do their thing and somewhere else. Be happy doing that. I will say though, one bright spot I think they had amongst their main roster run was when they were involved with the Fashion Files with
Hmm.
Fandango and Tyler Breeze. That was pretty funny.
Yeah,
But
Breezango.
in terms of actually like, yeah, doing anything though, they didn't really get off the ground, and they never really had any opportunity to do so. They were just that team that got fucking thrown to the wolves in terms of when it brought up other teams. So all the best to them. Hopefully, they're able to do something outside the WWE umbrella and do something for themselves. But
Yeah.
other than that, I got nothing more to say. Bobby, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you have a little crackling in your mic, but other than that, yeah, I think the biggest loss is Luke Harper, obviously. Sin Cara is probably going to double Triple A, like I guess it's Mexican. I guess the Mexican company. I guess it's in Mexico. So I'm not trying to be racist, but it's actually in Mexico. But um, yeah, I mean, I don't have. I, I think they could have did. I think they could have did more with Luke Harper, obviously, but he wasn't happy. So apparently more people are leaving. I think the revival still wants possibly to leave. They might win the title uh Friday against the New Day currently, but um the Ascension just been on the shelf and not really doing anything, like just the team to pick people over. Uh, so I just wonder, will they reinvent themselves in the indie circuit or even in AEW or New Japan? Um, it's very interesting to
No,
see where these
I
guys
just
go.
yeah, it is, and hopefully, like I said, they find work and are happy doing whatever it is they decide to do. But I just wanted to say,
Oh Jesus Christ!
look, man, whenever a wrestler is hinted at leaving WWE,
Oh Jesus Christ!
all you motherfuckers on Twitter immediately, AEW confirmed? He's going to AEW. AEW confirmed. Bro, there's more than just fucking AEW out there. All right? Jesus, do you really want to see these guys go to fucking AEW and get put up against like fucking Kenny Omega on a random fucking pay-per-view that has no storyline to it and win and then like beat Cody Rhodes at some other show and then fucking dick around and do nothing? Do you really want to see that? Or do you want to see them go and prosper? Like Jesus, every single fucking time somebody's a free agent or it looks like they're going to leave WWE or any rumblings about any wrestler ever, it's AEW. He's going to AEW. AEW confirmed. Like, dude, there are hundreds of other wrestling federations around the world. Just because AEW is this new hot thing doesn't mean that literally every single person wants a piece of it.
Yeah, I agree. I know everybody like kind of, well, most of the well, Twitter basically. Twitter is just like fucking fanboys for AEW. But if they go to AEW, it's fine. But I rather, I rather, in my opinion, I'd rather for Sin Cara to go AAA. I believe that's where he belongs in AAA. Uh, like you have guys, guys doing like original luchador stuff that know what they're doing and won't get hurt. He can work with guys like who've been doing luchador their whole life, not just like just got the style, just Americanized the style. I believe
Yeah, and hopefully he doesn't botch as much.
I think honestly, I think Luke Harper and Ascension would be better in New Japan. I'm gonna say just because I think the
I
Ascension could
think
be scary to the Japanese audience.
yes.
I think
Yeah, I think Ascension could work very well overseas.
problem with Luke Harper is actually these guys don't. Unless I can see Luke Harper changing, but I can't see the rest of these guys changing. Maybe because Luke Harper's a star and he can do that. The star out of these three, these four, I guess you could say.
Hmm.
But he's the star out of these four, and he's the only one that I could see changing. I could see Sin Cara possibly losing the mask, maybe. But I mean, and he won't have his name anymore. And all these guys gonna have stupid names,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just wish these guys the best. I just wish I wish some of them go to Japan. Honestly,
There's green pastures all around, man. If they know, if they're smart, they shouldn't have to look too hard to find work because there's plenty of places that could probably take them. And especially like the little tiny federations, that
yeah.
are barely anything. It would draw some people, like former
This
WWE superstar. Just put some butts in seats, and then they get a decent payout. Probably nothing compared to
Ascension
WWE
and
checks, but
that's it. Ascension and Luke Harper might be good in NWA too. Like with
yeah, they can go. That would work.
because they have Trevor Murdoch.
Um,
They have Trevor Murdoch in NWA. NWA
yeah,
Power. I
don't
mean,
they also have he who was Damien Sandow,
I think so.
or is he
Maybe.
still?
Yeah.
I think he's there now, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there. It's not like they're gonna be screwed and struggling to find work. I think they'll be all right.
All right. To our next topic in the rumor mill, dirt sheet bullshit. Uh, The Rock versus Roman Reigns at Mania. I'm assuming this upcoming WrestleMania. Which one is this? Like 34, 5, 5.
This will be WrestleMania 36 taking place in Tampa, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier tonight, the rumor broke from none other than Bleacher Report,
Oh,
saying that it is a very high rumor, a big one, or whatever. There's like some kind of betting odd
a
tie
big
into
one.
it. I don't know how to word it exactly, but there's like some kind of like betting odd or favor into this match. To where Rock and Roman Reigns will face each other at this coming WrestleMania in Tampa, Florida. Uh, I don't know if I foresee that happening, but it does make sense in the fact that it is Florida. Rock wouldn't have to travel very far, and they could come up with a decent storyline, I think. But I guess earlier this year, The Rock officially retired, but we all know in
Yeah.
wrestling that retirements mean virtually nothing.
Yeah.
So, I think if they're right place, right time, if both parties are interested, I think it could work, and I think honestly it would be a pretty good match. I'm pretty sure that Roman and Rock could do a pretty decent job. Would this main event the show? Probably. Um, it's their arguably biggest star of the last 6 years,
Yeah.
6, 7 years versus The Rock. So would it be a main event? Maybe. It's very high likelihood because it could also be The Rock's very final match. So
Mhm.
they could market it as that. And I think that would work. As long as everything is done right, if this is true, it could be very good. But the question is it true? And to that, I don't know. Um, it was just rumored by Bleacher Report. So I guess my question is, are you interested?
I'm interested. If The Rock is a heel, but I also can see if The Rock is
Yeah,
a heel that they would still chill The Rock. So it's the come on.
Oh yeah, they're gonna cheer The Rock regardless, especially if he's going against Roman.
Yeah,
But um, I think if they do it very similarly to how they did Ric Flair, I think that could work a lot. But if they also tied in the fact that Roman and Rock are part of the same family, so like maybe do like Rock, like you're the only person in the family that could be, or something like that. Like,
yeah,
exactly that, but I mean, just like something along those lines where it's like a family match. Like have like Rikishi there, have the Usos there or something. You
yeah.
know,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
um,
Nia Jax, that could be cool. Yeah, I could see that
yeah,
happening. I think it
and
should be.
just like be like just have the Rock, because like if you want to do it like this, um, the Rock can be like, I've beaten everybody. I've even beaten John Cena at WrestleMania. I've beaten the best of the best that this place has had to offer. And since I left, you, Roman, are now the best. So I just need to know that if I still have it in the tank to go one on one with you, Roman, or something like that. Like it doesn't
Yeah,
have to be like this fucking convoluted, crazy, fucking twist and turn storyline. It can be simple. It could be The
yeah.
Rock's farewell. It could be the passing of the torch, even though Roman's already had 7 torches passed to him
I
already.
do think they,
It's
if they, I mean, obviously none of this is confirmed. I do think they should have probably hinted at it already, or either like had something like a storyline or something for it already. But we'll see.
they'll figure it out if they do it.
Yeah,
This is all speculation, of course, but I think if it's done properly, it could be done very well. And I would watch it. I would be happy to see The Rock's final match. It's crazy to think that all these guys that you grew up knowing and loving are getting to the point where they're going to be having their farewell matches and having their final matches soon and everything. And you know, it's crazy that we've gotten to that point because we've grown up with these guys, like we've all
yeah.
grown
It's
up with
nobody
like The
wrestling
Rock,
from the
Stone
Attitude
Cold.
Era. Attitude Era. Attitude Era right
Yeah,
now, is it? Except for Jericho, right? Trying to think.
that's about it. And whenever Undertaker decides to pop up, that's pretty much it, as far
Or
as I
Billy
can
Gunn's
tell.
doing it here and there. But
Yes, yeah, damn. Anyway, so
anyway, to the next topic, we talk about the Liv Morgan vignette that the WWE, I mean, the wrestling universe. Let's get that right. Wrestling universe thinks is fucking another Emelina, which I don't see happening, honestly. Uh, I I never told you this on purpose. I think it's gonna be
yeah,
uh Liv Morgan. It's going to be kind of like from the stuff she handed on Twitter and her, I think her YouTube page or whatever. Like it's going to be like kind of like a Sweeney Todd, like Johnny Depp, like Sweeney Todd, like Liv Morgan makeup type thing. Like she's kind of evil. I don't think they're going to do her like demonic or anything, but I think she's going to be evil or whatever. But not an evil,
okay.
but a psycho. She's going to be a psycho. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, Psycho, yeah,
Yeah, she's going to be a psycho who
yeah.
cut people hair off and like fucking uh I don't know. I don't know yet, but I'm having the best hopes before people shit on it, which they already are.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Because
Sweeney
she's
Todd
already
action.
shown that she could be like that goofy, kind of crazy character from when she was in the Riot Squad. So I, I
Yes,
think I think that could make sense.
and I want to make this very clear, guys.
Uh-oh.
She can't be fucking with Bray Wyatt. Okay, she can't be with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
You can't. It's not gonna be believable for Liv Morgan to be this unstoppable monster, bro. If she go against Charlotte, if she go against Nia Jax, like even go against fucking Sasha Banks that's bigger than her. All these people that's bigger than her, she go against and she just unstoppable and don't sell shit. She can't be with Bray, okay? She just can't be, okay? Sorry.
I agree. I agree.
She's not she's currently haven't showed any mic skills or much wrestling skills. So she can't
Yeah.
so wherever they give her, Hopefully she worked on that stuff, but I doubt it. Uh, not that I doubt she haven't been working on it. I doubt that she could get good this early, this fast. She, I
Mm,
mean, it's still 2019. She haven't been gone. She's only been gone like a couple months.
right.
So I'm wishing the best. I don't. I mean, I didn't hate the Emelina gimmick. I don't think it's Emelina at all. I
Mm,
honestly think it's something for people to get hype and watch the show. I don't think they have it completely air it out, I guess you could say. Not air it out, but like they don't have it like mapped out yet of what they're going to do with her. But they have um like a plot, I guess. I guess.
template.
Yeah, template, a base, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's gonna be evil because there's no real psychos in the women's division, and there's no. She also could be demonic because there's no demonic people in the women's division. So she could. That's two lanes she could be in.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It opens
Sorry,
up a lot of doors for her.
sorry, Christian. I'm talking
No,
fast.
no, you're good. You're good, man.
It's
You're
just
holding
so
it
much.
together.
I
You're
just
doing
have
good
so
here.
much shit to say. I'm trying to get it all out.
I know. I know. But you don't have to. You're good, man. You're doing good. You're
Okay,
audible.
fuck you.
We hear you.
Seth Rollins
Okay.
heel turn.
Yeah. Seth Rollins heel turn. So, for whatever reason, you fucks turned on Seth Rollins months ago, and
You
since then
fucks.
he's been
You
he's been
fucks.
getting booed pretty much ever since, and the inevitable has happened since that started, and he has now turned heel. He has aligned himself with the authors of Pain,
Hmm.
and he's currently in a match or feud, I guess you could say, with Kevin Owens. Um, I don't know how I feel necessarily. I like Seth. I never
Yeah.
disliked Seth. So I never understood why the whole wrestling world decided to turn their back on him and start booing him and shit, but
Yeah.
whatever. Um, I don't know why the wrestling world does half the shit that they do anyway, so that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so it started being weird because Seth was just getting all these mixed reactions and a lot of negative reactions for whatever reason, and all of a sudden he cut a promo, I think the night after Survivor Series, on the whole roster saying that it was everyone's fault that they didn't do well on that Survivor Series, and that started to, I don't think that like directly was the heel turn. I think that was like ah shit. You can see where it was going, but I don't think that was the initial heel turn. Um, and then for a couple weeks, he was getting bailed out about the authors of Pain, and he was saying how he had nothing to do with it. Kind of like how CM Punk said he had nothing to do with the Shield all the way back in the day. I think there's some similarities in storylines there.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it came to be that lo and behold, no fucking shit, he was aligned with the authors of Pain, and he's using them as kind of like paparazzi or like a posse is more of what I wanted to say. He's using them as a posse. They're his two big goons.
Hmm.
And it's good for the authors of Pain that they're finally doing something because for the
Yeah.
longest time they were
It wasn't doing
not
anything
doing
at all.
shit.
I think
Yeah,
one of them was
so it's good
injured.
for them that they're
So
actually. Yeah, one of them
yeah.
was injured, but still, like, they were supposed to be this big thing to take over the tag division, and they didn't do shit for a long time. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that they're doing something now. I just hope that this heel Seth Rollins isn't a mirror to his other heel Seth Rollins in the fact that I hope he's not a big pussy like he was the
Jesus
last time he was
Christ.
a heel. No, because he was. Like the last time he was a heel, he had J&J Security do all the shit for him. He was always running away. He was just basically a big pussy. And now I hope that he's got a little bit more of a backbone. Um,
Yeah.
throughout wrestling, a heel has always been kind of like a coward when it's come to having a face off with the baby face in the ring. Like say they'll be in the ring and then the baby face will come out and try to hit the ring and then they'll like leave and like laugh and walk it off and then save it for the next night. I want a heel to come and just be like, all right, let's fucking go, let's fight. Let's fucking fight. And I want him to win fights. You know, like
Yeah.
I want a heel to not look like a bitch. You know,
Yeah.
and I think Seth Rollins has been built up to the point where if he acts like a bitch, it's not gonna make him look good, and it's not gonna make other people look good because this guy beat Brock Lesnar. This guy's been like the only guy to beat Brock Lesnar in
Hmm.
like the last couple of
Pretty
years.
much.
So if you make him look like a big pussy and have these two big dudes do everything for him while he just kind of lies in the shadows, and I mean, I understand why they do that. It gets them heat. It is a heel thing to do, but it's done to death.
Yeah.
You know, so I want to see something different. I want to see something new with this heel run for Seth Rollins. And I liked his promo the night he turned heel because he basically was like, "You guys are the fucking reason why I'm doing this. You guys randomly turned on me for no fucking reason, so fuck you. I'm doing what I want to do." And
Fuck yeah.
that's pretty. That's really what his promo was. That's what he said, and that's really what happened. Seth Rollins was just being Seth Rollins, and all of a sudden the whole wrestling world was just like, "Eh, fuck this guy. We're tired of him already." Like, what the fuck? Because I swear to fucking God, coming into WrestleMania, everybody was like, "Oh, I love Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is the best thing about WWE right now. He's the best thing on Raw. Cannot wait for him to take the title off of Brock Lesnar." He takes the title off of Brock Lesnar. What do you fuckers do? You fucking turn on the guy, and now he's a fucking heel. And his character is that he hates you because you randomly turned on him. No
Yeah.
shit that he fucking hates you.
Yeah.
And you fucking people were like, "Oh, here we go." You're the reason why this shit's happened. You're ungrateful fucks, and you hate everything.
Pretty much. And don't give anything a chance.
Yeah.
And that's why
So
people. That's why
I
people
hope
don't
Seth
like
Rollins.
Vince because he's not. He doesn't. Like it's a predictable. It's like you can predict when somebody caters to the fan all the time. Cater to the fans all the time. You can predict it. People don't cater to the fans all the time. You can't predict it, obviously. So
Right.
I mean, you gotta like. I don't know if Cody Rhodes understands this yet, but it's also money in. There's also money in hate, as much as love,
Right.
because they don't have any
Right.
heels in AEW right now. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, go ahead.
No. You're good. And I don't know. I just hope that this is cool for Seth. It's a breath of fresh air because like I was not a part of the anti-Seth train, obviously,
Yeah.
but he wasn't really doing anything crazy other than being the face that everybody cheered for the most part and put on good matches for a little while now. So it's a little change up to his current character. So, you know, it's something new and I'm interested to see where they go with it. But you know, uh I just hope he doesn't look like a coward and everything. I don't want him to be the cowardly heel hiding behind his guys, which is probably what they're
Probably,
gonna
yeah,
do
that's probably
because
gonna happen.
he's got two big hulking fucking dudes as his bodyguards, you know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
mean he has I mean, that's also a difference though. Because before he was hiding behind fucking J&J security. Like you're
Yeah.
hiding behind those guys, like what the fuck? But like you have like two giant fucking dudes to hide behind now. So like I understand.
Yeah.
But I really want Seth to like I don't know. I want to see something cool, and his in-ring ability is obviously, without
Yeah.
saying, he's
I
one of
don't.
the best workers in business.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. People also say, I don't. People say he's fucking bad wrestler and bad promo and all this shit.
Jesus Christ,
These guys, you guys are fucking retarded, man. I'm sorry. You guys are fucking retarded. You guys are fucking like you guys don't understand, man.
yeah,
You guys are fucking retarded, man. You guys hate stuff and take it
yeah,
to the
and we're
fucking
not.
extreme.
Oh, and please don't think that we're talking about the immediate fans of said show. I'm just talking about we're talking about like wrestling Twitter,
Yeah,
the internet wrestling community,
yeah,
the majority of which that are like the worst part about wrestling. Is what we're talking about. We're not talking about the innocent people that are listening to this hoping that we're not yelling
yeah,
at you. You're fine.
yeah,
Sit there, eat your popcorn, enjoy Raw, enjoy AEW, enjoy
yeah,
NXT, enjoy SmackDown, enjoy the pay-per-views. You're fine. But it's the people that are the keyboard warriors and the know-it-alls that we're talking about.
yeah.
Anyway,
All right, so another breaking, another big signing from WWE. It was confirmed that John Morrison is now a part of WWE after a long hiatus from the company. He has went to Impact Wrestling and Lucha Underground and a whole bunch of places with the same Johnny name, but he changed his named it Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact, and other things. But it's great to see him back home. I'm
Hmm.
assuming this is the same thing with Shelton Benjamin and the Hardys. They just want to have this last run before they call it quits. Uh,
Yeah, and what a better way to do it than go home?
yeah, yeah, I mean, I'm interested. I think the big question about him is what is his role going to be? Is he going to be a wrestler or not? I think I think he's going to be a wrestler, but I don't think anybody knows for certain. Um,
I think he's gonna wrestle. I just don't see him having a crazy schedule like everyone else does.
yeah, and I don't know NXT because NXT,
Um,
SmackDown, Raw. You never know where he's gonna go.
I want to see him mix it up with Ricochet. That's all I care about. I want to see that match because he's a parkour god and
Yeah,
Ricochet's nuts. So as much as we kind of roll our eyes at all these flips and super kicks and shit, it'll be cool to see
I
because
don't. Yeah,
it will be.
I don't hate. Yeah, I don't hate the super kicks and all that shit. Well, sometimes
It's
it
just
does.
predictable.
Yeah,
It's just like
it's done every match.
it's a lot of yeah, like literally every match on Raw almost has somebody throwing a fucking super kick.
Yeah,
Any wrestling show you see now is pretty much somebody's throwing a super kick at somebody. But you know,
yeah. A
like
little bit.
any cruiserweight match ever.
Yeah. Still a little crackling in your mic. Uh, but
Bad or like
it's not horrible. Just yeah, I just want to mention. Um,
you hear it in the relay or anything?
yeah, I heard
Cool.
it in the stream a little bit. It's not bad though.
Okay,
Um,
carry on.
but there's rumors that since I guess this year or last year, Matt Hardy has gotten the rights to the Broken gimmick, at least the name, I guess. And
Mhm.
that he possibly might be leaving leaving the WWE to go to AEW, I guess. Where he can use the
Oh,
Broken
Jesus.
gimmick. I mean, that's where most likely he'll
Yeah.
go. Um,
Yeah. I mean, with a gimmick like that, he might have to go to somewhere else
yeah,
that can
somewhere.
do some kind of competition with production wise, because
Yeah,
his gimmick does call for a certain amount of production, and I don't think Impact has the kind of finance anymore like they did at one
yeah,
point to fund said broken universe. So,
yeah,
I mean, if he shows up in AEW, whatever. I don't know. They'll probably put the fucking belt on him or something. I don't know. It's
yeah,
what
yeah. I don't have
I
a
don't know.
problem. I mean, I don't. It's just he's just so like he's really banged up, and I don't know if it's okay for him to even
Yeah.
wrestle right now, like he's been currently doing.
The dude can barely walk, man. Watching
Yeah,
him
he's
walk hurts me.
even in like been through ladders and tables and everything else. So
Yeah.
I mean, I wish him the
Watching
best
him
if he
walk hurts
do
me.
decide to leave WWE. I don't see him leaving WWE without his brother. Like I think that's yeah. So maybe they both leave.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jeff is going through a bunch of stuff, personal in his personal life. Um,
Unfortunately. Yeah.
unfortunately again,
Jesus.
but I don't see
Yeah.
him leaving his brother. I don't know how close they are. Um, I don't know how close they are because there was reports that like he's like really disappointed in his brother doing all this stuff like drinking and stuff again, drinking and driving, and uh, hopefully that's all he's doing is drinking. But yeah,
Yeah. Hopefully.
I don't know. Maybe he just want to be away from the. Maybe he just want to be away from the company again. He's also. I mean, he's like a guaranteed first ballot Hall of Famer when he decides to hang it up.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
I think yeah. Each of them, I honestly think will be two-time Hall of Famers.
yeah.
I think they'll get in because of each other, and then I think they both have to get in single.
Oh yeah, definitely. Um, next. So
Yeah. What
I
else
don't
we
know
got
much
going
about
on
this
here?
Patriots cheating thing.
Oh
With
yeah, shifting gears now.
yeah, going going to NFL talk, guys. NFL talk.
Yeah, shifting
That
shifting
is the,
shifting
that
some
is
gear
it
now.
for the wrestling segment. For anybody
Yeah,
who,
we're all done talking about wrestling, but
yes,
if we're gonna shift gears now to football,
football.
we're gonna go over to the gonna go to the NFL now. Yeah, go ahead, buddy. Since they're your team and everything.
Well, as far as I know, and I don't know much about this, a guy on the Patriots sideline, I believe, was not taping the game, but he was like a photographer supposedly. He was taping the other team supposedly, and supposedly the Patriots is a part of this. I don't know. I could be so wrong on this storyline. I wasn't really paying attention to it. Um, I don't know, man. I don't, as a Patriots fan, and these cheating scandals and all this stuff. If they're true, if they're not true, I don't know how. I don't know about deflating balls. If it helps or not. When I played football, I wasn't a quarterback, so I don't fucking know. Um, or running back or anything like that. So I don't know if that helps or anything like that. All these cheating scandals with the Patriots. I feel like every team cheats to a certain extent, but it's just the Patriots are have been caught so many times that they're known for it now. I think it's always been uh one form of cheating, uh one a form of cheating in the NFL or in sports in general. If it's betting, if it's
Mhm.
anything. I just think the
Yeah.
Patriots is known for it now, and is take away some of their credibility. Um, as far as Bill Belichick, I don't, and as far as I guess Tom Brady, I guess they're the number two, they're two there. Um, so it takes away some of their credibility, and hopefully, hopefully it's just like I don't know, I don't know. Hopefully it's just not true, and just like the guy was just taping the game just to tape it. I don't know. Hopefully, like the Patriots
Mhm.
not in it again.
Yeah. It's just a sketchy thing because, like you said, they've been involved in so many uh, of these things over the years,
Yeah,
and to shed some more light on the story, I believe the story was this past weekend. There was a Patriots employee or somebody on the staff, obviously,
yeah.
um, at the Bengals game, filming some kind of. I think they were filming the motions or signals and play calling from the Bengals sideline. That's all I saw. I didn't read too much into it because if it was what it was and they were cheating, fucking whatever, and if it's more than it is, whatever. Um,
Yeah, I don't know if that's
but
like illegal though. I mean, like because you can see the signals. Like you can replay the tape from last week, and you can see their signals when they have the fucking sheet above their fucking mouth and they're talking. You can see what they're saying. As they have it really close to their
yeah,
mouth. You can. So it's not. I don't know. I don't know if that's exactly cheating. I don't know. I don't know if there's a cheating even fucking rule book for cheating. So I don't know. As a Patriots fan, I don't know. Hopefully, if somebody's cheating, they're gonna blame. It's like back to our wrestling shit. If it's a bad gimmick that Vince had nothing to do with it at all,
oh yeah,
Vince is
yeah, yeah,
getting blamed for it. If something bad happened
yeah,
in the Patriots locker room, Bill Belichick is getting blamed for it, and Tom Brady. So there's nothing they can do about it. They're fucked.
yeah, yeah.
For all I know, Vince could been at fucking Hawaii for the last couple fucking years, but he always get fucking death emails. Like we don't know. Like we don't see him, so we don't know.
Right.
But all right, Kushi, want to talk about your woes and want to talk about your woes in NFL fantasy, bro?
Do I have to? Like, just...
Yes, you kind of got to, bro.
all right, all right, all right. God damn it. All right. So yeah, fantasy football is something that I've done since I was about 11 or 12 years old, and right away I picked up on it, and I've been very good at it ever since. I've had my own league now for about 7, 8 years, and 3 of those years I won. Um, but the past 2 years, have not been so kind to me in the fact that I've taken a lot more losses than I would have liked to. A lot of things have unfortunately not gone my way, as it is with every fantasy league. Yeah, that's just what happens.
Yeah,
Um,
look at the draw, I guess.
yeah, it's just what happens, and unfortunately, I fell victim to some shit this year. Um, and as much as it sucks, I'm in the playoffs in one league, so that
Uh-huh.
I mean that's something. But in the league that I care about the most, for the second year in a row, I have not done very hot, and
Well, you're not currently in the playoffs, right? Not currently.
not in the league that I care about the most. The NFL.com league is in the playoffs now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the NFL league, I'm in the playoffs, and in the Yahoo league that I care about, I'm not. But I'm fighting for the consolation bracket because I'm not going out like a bitch. So, um, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just it happens. Fantasy, you can't. That's the hardest thing about fantasy is you can't control it. Like if somebody's
Yeah.
having a fucking bummy day, it's not like you can press a button and start throwing passes to them. You know what I mean? Like it's you just gotta sit there and fucking take it. Like it's not
Yeah.
your fault. But you know, it is what it is. It sucks.
Yeah.
Um, I think I love fantasy though, and the managing and whatnot, drafting and free agency and trading and
Yeah.
plugging your pieces in and building your team. All that aspect is fun. That translates over with Madden and fucking fantasy football and what have you. But not my best outing
Yeah.
past couple years. But I'll be back.
As far as me, my best record is I believe 9-5. I believe. Um, I might be wrong, but maybe nine. I'm in 6 leagues, so my best record is currently 9-5, which I'm in the playoffs in, and my worst is 4-10, I believe. So, and that's the one I'm not making the playoffs in at all. So,
Yeah.
and that one I didn't have any receivers. I had my best receiver by far that I got really late is Jarvis Landry, and I was already pretty much out of the playoff hunt by then. So best, and I had Jarvis Landry, and Keenan Allen, and also had Philip Rivers who didn't do shit for me the whole season. So just got rid of him. So I had
Yeah.
I had yeah, and that's the league I had. Derek Carr, Baker. I think I had Baker, Rivers, and Brady. And then
Having some QB struggles, huh?
yeah, and then I think Carr had a decent season, but I think I dropped him. Baker had a bad
hmm
uh, beginning to have a bad season.
Yeah.
I think he's better now. And Philip has had a bad season too. Actually, Brady pretty much had a down season too. So I've been pretty much fucked on quarterbacks.
hmm
But I didn't have no good quarterbacks. I didn't have no receivers. I was so thin a receiver on that league. Like it's fucking crazy. I was so thin. But yeah, that's the Wolves. That's the that's the
The
Wolves, man.
woes, man. The woes of fantasy. That gets you the worst too, because it's like more times than not you play with your friends. So it's like it's the shit talking every week that you'll love to do, and like
Yeah,
the ones that I hate the most are like when you're watching the 1 o'clock games and the players that you have that are playing at the 1 o'clock games are going off and their team's not doing shit. So it looks like you're more so not gonna have a rough day, but then your 4 o'clock guys do nothing and they just fucking kill you. It's like, God damn, son of a bitch! I just talked so much shit for 3 hours and now it's fuck. Like,
yeah. Sometimes fucking I sleep through the games, and oh my god, the fucking London games at fucking 9 o'clock or whatever. Jesus Christ.
yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
think we still have one more 9 o'clock game to go. I think they have one coming up in Mexico. I think, or they
yeah,
must have already done it. I don't know. Actually, I
might
think they
have.
might have already done it.
Yeah, I think yeah.
But anyway,
Resident Evil 3 remake gameplay. Well, release. No gameplay. What do you think
yeah.
about it?
Moving on to the world of entertainment and media. Uh,
Well, game.
recently had the release of the trailer for Resident Evil 3's remake that is coming to current. Do you know if it's going to be out for the next gen PS5 and next Xbox system, or do you know if it's just current gen?
Say that again, Christian. My mic cut out. My controller died.
No problem, no problem. I was saying how uh, if you knew if the Resident Evil game was going to be coming out for both current gen and next gen, or if it was just going to be current gen. 'Cause I didn't know if you knew if it was going to be out for
Uh,
both PS5 and 4 and Xbox One and next Xbox.
since it's coming early, I don't
They'll
know.
probably get like a later release, maybe
It's coming like April, I think, March. So I think it's coming out for this
April,
current
I think.
gen. Yeah, so I think it's coming out for this current gen. Obviously, it could be like
Yeah.
a part of a package to get the new one, whatever.
Mm.
Um, I think it could be a part of a package to get a new one, but I think they're staying with this one, this current gen right now.
Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah,
so the
the little bit of gameplay I saw was good. I don't know if it was Mr. X or
yeah,
Nemesis, but a little bit of pictures I saw it was good, and yeah, it just look
yeah,
pretty.
the trailer came out and it looks really good. It literally looks, and that's the thing too with I don't know who's developing these remakes. Um, should have probably done that
I
before
don't
we
know who's
started
doing
this
this
one.
shit.
But
Capcom.
no, but like whoever is the Capcom is doing they are responsible for the.
Yeah, I
Well, I
believe
just mean
so.
like the actual like developing like the studios and stuff, not
Uh,
like the company that owns the brand. Um, but like whoever is remaking these games is doing a very good job because Resident
yeah,
Evil 2 remake came out this past year, and that was one of my favorite games of the year.
yeah, we both had like a lot
I
of fun
played
with
the
that.
yeah, I played that game so much, and I enjoyed it. I beat it both times with Leon
Hmm.
and Claire. I had fun doing the little mini games. I enjoyed the game. The graphics were phenomenal.
Yeah,
The updated controls and camera angles and everything were great. Because they took the old retro early 2000s Resident Evil games and they literally made it better in a way to where if you like the more modern touch to things, you're gonna love it. And even if you were a fan of the classics, you were gonna love it too because it took it and it made it more accessible to you because the graphics got redone. You didn't have the overhead view of like running through tunnels and stuff, which, personally, like a lot of people love the old Resident Evil to where you had like the overhead view and you're like running through the hallways and all the camera switches and everything. But
yeah,
I'm gonna be completely honest. I love the third person perspective
yeah. Third person way
being
better.
added to it. It makes it a lot easier. And not that Resident Evil games are easy because fuck, they're not. But it just makes it more comprehensible,
Hmm.
and I think they did a amazing job. They did great. I think the voice acting and the graphics and everything were
Yeah,
phenomenal, and I think it's. I don't think it was Game of the Year, but I think it was probably up there. It's definitely not wrong to nominate it as such. So, with that said, it's exciting to see what they do with Resident Evil 3 because the sky's the limit.
hmm,
Uh, I've seen the poster of Jill Valentine and Carlos and Nemesis in the background.
yeah.
And Nemesis has been changed up a little bit, but it's nothing that I would rage over or anything. I wouldn't be outraged by how he. I think he still looks pretty fucking dope.
He's gonna run a fucking
Um,
1-1, and it's gonna be fucking annoying.
oh yeah, no, he's gonna fucking be on your ass that entire game, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be like it's gonna be Mr. X times 1,000.
Times a
Uh,
thousand. Yeah.
so yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be really fun, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. I'm not gonna go out and pre-order it now or anything, but I'm definitely gonna get it. We're definitely gonna play it. Bobby's probably gonna stream it and have lots of fun with it. So keep your
Oh,
eyes open for that stream when it
oh
comes
yeah,
out.
yeah.
And
I did do a Resident Evil two, right? Yeah, two walkthrough. So check that out,
hmm
guys.
yep. Yeah,
So
if you
you
guys
you
want to
s-
go to Bobby's channel,
yeah,
he
check
walked
that out.
through Resident Evil 2 remake. He did. Did you do Leon or Claire?
I did Leon.
He did a Leon walkthrough, so feel free to go to his channel, look back up in his archives, and find that bad boy and watch it.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, so he's definitely probably going to be doing the same thing with RE3, and I'm going to be right there with him while we struggle and scream and get scared and run away from this big bulky bitch that chases us through this game.
So
So
so you
I think
said
that's all we
something.
got to say about that.
What is your game of the year before we go into the other two things? That's like pretty quick.
Um, I don't know. It's definitely not Madden or 2K. Uh,
Jesus Christ. Let's throw a little shot out there, okay?
I don't know. Was Spider-Man PS4 2018 or 19?
I believe I can check it real quick. I believe it was this year, but let's check it out.
If it's 2019, I would definitely put Spider-Man as my favorite game of the year. Just because I love Spider-Man, so that automatically gets some part of bias towards it. But also the game's phenomenal. I literally went out and
2018.
bought a PS4. Oh, all right. Was it towards the end of 2018 though?
September 7th.
All right, so it was towards the latter part of 2018.
Hmm.
All right, so technically yeah, it's not a 19 game, but if it was, that would be mine.
If it
I
was.
played it. I played it this year, so yeah, like that's my game of 2019, even
All
though it came
right.
out last year. Uh, all right, but okay, so since that didn't come out this year, of the games that I did play in 2019, yeah, all right, yeah, I'll give it to RE2 remake. Yeah, fuck it. I
Would
think
you
I
say
think it's
Star
fair.
Wars is up there for you? The last.
Oh, Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
I haven't beaten it yet, but it's definitely up there. It's great. I love it, and I think I'm definitely gonna replay it when I'm done because I know that there's two things you can do in the game. So I know I'm gonna probably go back and play the one that I don't choose. So I'm not gonna go ahead and spoil anything like these fucking trailers do, which we'll get to in a minute. So with that being said, what's your game of the year, buddy?
I think it's still Kingdom Hearts for me. I think it's just like from from never playing it on when I had when I had the well actually when I had the PS2. When I had the PS2 and Xbox and stuff, I never played it. Uh, the original PS2 and Xbox, I never played it, but it just I don't know. I just feel like I'm fucking reliving my childhood, and it's a great game. I like it so far. I also play like Metro, which is really good. Metro
Mm,
Exodus. I play Rage 2, that was good. I played a bunch of good games this year. Probably why I don't have shit to play no more, but I still want to play Control. So yeah, I play.
right.
I've been playing. This has been like a decently strong year for games.
I think so.
Yep.
Just not in the sports realm. So I just want to go ahead and say too, I wanted to clarify, I didn't think, just in case people that listen to it get all huffy puffy about it, I don't think that, I don't necessarily say that that's my pick to win the award of Game of the Year. I'm just saying that my personal preference,
Yeah.
my personal favorite game of the year that I have played is probably
Not the
Resident Evil
best,
2.
but the
So
favorite.
calm the fuck down. Yeah, yeah, calm the fuck down, everybody. So, now I wanted to bring up a thing that was announced a couple months ago. There's been a lot of commercials for it and everything very recently, and it is Google is coming out with a I can't really say a game system, but I guess I could say a gaming platform called Stadia.
Mhm.
And what this is from what I read, I could be completely wrong, and if I am wrong, please let us know in the comments.
Yep.
We'd love to know what it actually is if I am wrong. But from what I read, I believe it is uh, basically like a USB, kind of like a flash drive kind of thing that you plug into your TV that you can now stream video games off of. It comes with a controller, and I'm pretty sure there would be a headset to be able to talk to your friends and whatnot. But I believe it's kind of like it's a next step or an attempt in the next step of gaming because as the modern generations of gaming consoles and platforms have come, the demand or want, I guess, for the physical copy of video games has lessened, considering the fact that you can now download games without having to actually go out and purchase the video games. Um, I think it's made it a lot more convenient for people. I know it has for me. It just takes up a lot of shelf space, and like if you are a nerd and stuff like that, you want to have like the physical copies and stuff. I don't blame you because for the longest time, up until WWE 2K19, I had physically literally every single WWE game since 2004. So
Mm-hmm.
I collected them all, and it is cool for like a nostalgic sense. It is cool for a fan point of view. But as you go on, you realize that like, when you're living and stuff, you're gonna have all this space taken up by all these games. So
Yeah.
I think it's a lot more convenient for you to have the digital copies of these games literally on a hard drive. So I believe that's what the Stadia is. It is, I think it's essentially this thing that you plug into your TV and you have the wireless controller and you can stream video games from your TV or from this device, and obviously you'd probably have to purchase them. I doubt you can literally just go on like a Netflix. Or maybe they will do it like that would be kind of cool if they did it like it's kind of like a subscription service, so where like how we pay for Xbox Live, say you pay for Stadia, and with paying for Stadia for the year, you have access to all these games that you can then stream from your TV. That would be pretty freaking cool,
Yeah, that'd be
but I
cool.
feel like that would be a lot of money. I think that'd be a
Well,
lot of
it's
money
Google.
because the companies aren't gonna let them get it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, because like you have to play the games, and each company that puts out the games is gonna want their cut. So I doubt they're gonna let you just buy
Or
this
is it
one
possible
subscription
it's just
service
gonna be
from
Google
Google.
Games? Is that a
No, it's
possibility?
actually like it's main titles. Like you're gonna have titles that we have on our generation consoles
Okay.
on that too. So like you're gonna be probably gonna be able to play Madden and shit from Stadia, just as an example. But that's what I read. I mean, Google will probably end up having their own exclusive games. Xbox does, PlayStation does, Nintendo does. So I don't see why Stadia won't.
Mhm.
But that's basically what that is. And conceptually, it's kind of cool. But my question for you is I kind of want to compare this to something that happened in the mid 2000s. I don't know if you are aware of the one half of this, but in I don't like know the exact year, but I know it's like the mid 2000s. Apple came out with an iPod
Yeah.
and Microsoft came out with a Zune.
Soon.
Now, if your
Yeah.
reaction to me saying that is, what the fuck is a Zune? Exactly. And that's what I wanted to say. So, what I wanted to ask you was, do you think that this Stadia thing will stick, knowing that it has to compete with both Xbox and PS4, and it also has to compete with now PC? So, do you think that this is something that can stick, or do you think it's something that will fade into obscurity and be like, somebody will just be like, what the fuck is that? Because that's what happened to the Zune. The Zune came out from Microsoft to compete with Apple's iPod, and Zune fucking died. Nobody knows what
Yeah.
the fuck a Zune is. My
Well,
uncle had one. I remember that very fondly. It's essentially it was an MP3 player, but an iPod was like blowing that thing out of the fucking water. So
it
that's what I
depends.
wanted you
It
to
depends
speculate
on
on.
if it's like a package deal, like if it comes with like any other Google device you have, like I don't know, like Google TV for example. I don't know if they have TVs. I'm just saying, but if it comes with
Right.
like if it's like a package deal and it comes with like it's a accessory to something else, I can see it selling then. But they're gonna have to do a lot of promotional advertisement to get it in homes. Honestly, get people to like it
Yeah.
and believe in it, and probably had to have a lot of
Yeah.
celebrities like yeah. So
Yeah.
it's interesting to see what they do. I don't, and I'm interested to see this the price point of it too. Um,
Yeah. And that was gonna be my next question. Are you going to purchase said Stadia.
It depends. If it's cheaper than anything else, maybe. Uh,
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. It's too
Yeah,
early.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's too
I
early
don't
right
think
now.
I'm gonna go out of my way to attack it. It's definitely one of those things that, like, if your friend has it, you kind of go over to their house and see what it's all about. And if you
Yeah.
like it, you get it. And if you don't like it, they can fucking keep it. You know what I'm saying?
They
So
can fucking gave it.
it's one of those kind of things.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
going to, I guess that's the end of that topic. But uh, to
Yeah, yeah. I don't have much more to
announce
say about that.
announced today is the new Xbox. It's called Xbox X Series, I believe. And I
Hmm.
really don't know enough about it because it's still, well, the first day it came out.
Right.
First day it was announced.
Yeah, it's literally just shown in a
Yeah,
kind of like a
because
futuristic trailer.
people was thinking it's gonna be named Scarlet, but it's not named Scarlet. So, I mean, but how it looks, I wish they did something different with the controller. I know they have a share button now, which is cool, but the controller looks basically
Hmm.
the same. It could feel different. It could have better grips, and everything else. But so
Hmm.
far it looks the same. Now everything is up.
Yeah,
They can change it in a year, of course. Um,
right, of course.
but yeah,
Still very early stages of things that can change whenever, but
and as
yeah.
far as the console, it looks like a tower, which is the main thing that bothers me um about consoles is this. Sometimes it's just so many wires. Now I don't know how many wires this one is gonna have. It is. It's like so many wires, so many
No,
times,
yeah, no, I know,
and
and
I
that's
don't
that's
know.
what I've liked with the simpler technology coming out. Like you, because before, like when you had like the old game systems, you had to have like the wires that had like the orange or like the red, white, and yellow cables, right? So you had to like plug those in the back of your TV, and then you had to have like the fucking power cable, and you had to have like the cords for the controllers, and you had to have a bunch of other shit. But now it's like so simplified.
Yeah,
So it is kind of interesting to see what this comes with. It's probably going to come with an HDMI, and it's probably going to come with a power cord. I don't think it should come with anything else.
yeah. Uh, uh,
But
it,
yeah,
it
I just
really
want to
it,
say this
it
thing too.
really it really depends on the games, not more the console. But yeah,
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw it in the trailer, but it did like show a little bit of Halo, like the next Halo that's going to come out, I guess, with the system. Um, it looks fucking great.
yeah. I didn't see
It
that.
looks
All
fucking.
I saw was the picture of it. I didn't see no current
Oh, I
trailers.
watched like I watched a minute and a half trailer for the system itself,
Uh,
and it looked pretty fucking cool. I can probably try to find a link and I'll send that to you after we're done here, but it
okay.
looked really fucking good. I just wanted to say too though, but for like Xbox, I think they hit the point to where they have the perfect controller,
Hmm.
so I don't think they need to change it because like the original Xbox's controller, the Duke, Jesus, that thing was fucking
Oh
whatever.
yeah,
And then
it was really big.
yeah, the 360 controller was pretty good. I got used to that for a long time. And then when I got the Xbox One, I think these controllers are the most comfortable,
Yeah.
uh, the most practical, the most simple control. The PlayStation controllers are pretty simple too, but I think these things are very, very comfortable. I love the where the joysticks are because the way it rests in your hand is so comfortable. I don't have to like sit there and strain my thumbs to be down on the both the joysticks like you do for PlayStation. This sits in my hand nice and comfortable. The grips feel good on my hand, and I think it's it's not big, it's not very small. I think it's very practical, and I don't think they have to change it. So it would also be cool if you could use the Xbox One controllers on the next system if they keep the controllers relatively the same.
Uh,
But
for many reasons, I see they wouldn't do that. I'm interested if they add
yeah,
the
probably
connect.
not. But
I'm interested to see if they add the connect to the Xbox. I'm interested to see if they do that. I
oh,
think that'd be kind
if
of
the
cool.
Kinect comes back,
No, if the Connect was a part of the Xbox, like the Wii, like it's
like kind of like like an Alexa thing.
yeah, like it's inside of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
I mean, I still have my Connect somewhere around here. Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
can see
have
why
high
it died
hopes.
though. It
I
had a
know it's
lot of
gonna, I
problems.
know it's gonna fucking cost $1 billion, but have high hopes for it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's where all of our tax money is going to go to. So anyway, next, this past week, we've had the release of trailers. Since we were just talking about trailers for Xbox, there's also been a couple trailers released for a couple of female superheroes. We've had the DC trailer drop for Wonder Woman 1984, and we've had the trailer drop for Marvel Cinematic Universe's Black Widow movie. Um, I watched the Black Widow movie trailer first, and then a few days later, I watched
A
the Wonder
few
Woman trailer.
days later.
Well, I don't think they came out on the same day. I think they were like a day
Yeah,
or
that was
two
pretty
apart, or
close. Yeah,
whenever it was. Yeah, they came out relatively close, but I don't think they were the same day.
yeah.
So whenever I watched them both, and I'm completely out when it comes to the DC cinematic universe.
I don't think
So
you're out.
I don't
You said
really
this
have
before.
much
I
to
don't think you're
say.
out because you'll still watch a fucking good comic book movie, even if it's on DC. DC.
Yeah, I mean, like it depends on who's in it though. Like if it's a Batman or something,
I still,
probably because
yeah,
Batman's more my wheelhouse.
I still think y'all like
But
Shazam. But yeah,
I have to give that movie a try. I have to watch it. I'll admit that I do have to watch that. I don't think it. I can't say it sucked because I haven't seen it, but like I don't think that I've heard that it's relatively good.
yeah.
Um, but as far as like the story that they were trying to build with the Justice League and everything, the DC universe, I'm kind of out. Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'm all in.
Hmm.
Uh, we just had Endgame and Spider-Man this last year, so coming into this year, I think as far as I know, Black Widow is the only MCU movie coming out this year. There might be one or maybe two. I know they're probably going to drop a lot of TV series coming on Disney Plus,
Yeah.
but as far as I know, this is the very next MCU movie. Um, and it looked
Was
pretty cool.
was that
I don't
Captain
know
America in the Black Widow? Was that Captain America or
in the
no?
trailer.
Yeah, it wasn't
You
Captain
might
America,
have to
right?
point that out for me
Like
later
the guy
because
with the
I don't
beard.
know
The guy
if
with the beard. You still don't
I'd
know?
have to watch it again.
Okay.
I'd have to watch it again. I don't know. I don't think so. I think I would have picked that up. I don't know. But because I think what this
All right, let me find
does,
it.
it takes place in between Civil War and Infinity War in that time period when Black Widow was still alive because, spoilers, in Endgame she met her demise. Um, but I don't know if this is a farewell for Scarlett Johansson or if this is um, gonna spawn a Black Widow sequel. If I'm speculating, I would say that this is probably a farewell for Scarlett Johansson and Black Widow in the
Oh,
MCU.
okay. So it wasn't. It was
But
his name is the Red Guardian. It wasn't Captain America. Okay.
oh no no okay okay I know who you're talking about. It's the guy who played Hopper in Stranger Things,
Yeah,
right?
Stranger Things. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Hellboy.
No,
Yeah,
that's not Cap.
yeah. Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's not
Just
Cap.
making sure.
Um, yeah. So this is gonna take place, like I said, in between Civil War and Infinity War, and like I said, I'm speculating. I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be Scarlo's
Yeah,
farewell to
yeah,
the MCU. She's been there ever since Iron Man 2, right?
yeah.
I, bel I
Trying to
believe
believe.
she
Yeah.
showed up in Iron Man 2 and has been in the MCU ever since. Um, this is her movie.
Uh huh.
I'm looking forward to it because like this is a character that we've come to know and love in this series of films since 2008 or whatever the fuck. So, um, it's a closure for this character. And it also has the possibility to show the next step into where the next phase of movies is headed.
Hmm.
We get to see the Taskmaster for the first time on screen ever in the history of
Yeah, it
movies,
looked pretty dope.
which is very cool. That's awesome. I don't believe Taskmaster was in the trailer itself, but there was one of his goons, I believe. I don't think it was actually him. I think it was one of his minions. I don't think
You,
they showed him in
The
this
Black
trailer yet.
Widow, I believe the Black Widow was more of a teaser. It wasn't. It didn't really show a lot. I honestly, I don't pay attention to action trailers that much because it's so much going on, and it's kind of hard for me
Right.
to. Yeah, it's like they try to fit everything into the movie. Um,
Right.
but out of these two trailers, since the Widow, I mean not the Widow, since Wonder Woman showed more and it has that '80s vibe to it, I like it better. Because I recently
Hmm.
watched the American Horror Story like summer camp thing, and it's like really good.
Oh, I
So I
need to
guess
watch that. I need to
yeah,
watch
it's really,
that.
yeah, really good.
Do you know if that's gonna come out on like a Netflix or something? Because I kind of wanted to watch that.
I can check for you after
Just
the
a quick little, yeah,
yeah.
just a quick little side conversation. Anyway, yeah, carry on. Your Wonder Woman. Yep.
Yeah, Wonder Woman had the stronger trailer out of the two, I guess. And but I have the higher hopes for Widow. The Black the Wonder Woman movie, it was kind of forgettable for me, honestly. I just like I don't remember much that happened in it. I don't know if
Hmm.
it wasn't bad, so I guess I don't remember it as being bad, which I remember for most things DC. But it didn't stick for me. I guess I was never a Wonder Woman fan, so it was either well Batman or Superman, I guess. Uh,
Yeah, the
I was
big two.
always
Yeah.
yeah Batman or Superman for me. I never was really into Woman Woman. Either yeah, Batman, Superman, or fucking Robin, or like Teen Titans. That was about it for me. Uh,
Yeah.
I never
Yeah,
really.
Batman has the more interesting side stories and stories in DC. He's one of the more better storied characters, so it's yeah. It
Yeah,
just the pick up on what you said because like everything you said has to do with Batman. So it's just
yeah,
funny in that situation because it's like he has the more interesting like spin-offs and side characters and everything. But carry on.
yeah. Well, that's about it. Out of the two, I give it to Wonder Woman, but I give it to Wonder Woman for the first trailer. This is the how I do it. I only watch one trailer or something. I don't watch 20 trailers like that. I think
Hmm.
I know why they do it. Actually, I don't know why they do it. It's going to make $1 billion. I don't know why they do it, but I don't know why. But I understand promotional wise, they have to do it. I guess it's like a
Yeah.
safety net to make $1 billion back to make everything. But I'm not into watching multiple trailers for a movie I'm going to definitely watch. I'm just I ne- I like I stopped doing that a long time ago. It gives away way too
Right.
much, and sometimes one trailer gives away too much. So I definitely don't want to watch 4 or 5. But
Yeah.
speaking of,
And I think that ties in perfectly to what I wanted to talk about,
yep,
giving away shit in trailers. Yeah, so um the other day I
as he
was
collapsed.
fumbling around YouTube, and YouTube is like one of those things where you can find yourself getting lost, and like you can like start off watching like a like say like you're watching Colin Coward's
Oh
like top
yeah,
10 teams of the week or whatever the fuck, and then next thing you
oh
know you're watching
oh
puppies.
yeah,
Like I don't know how I got there,
yeah.
but this puppy's
Or
cute and
Epstein
I'm
was a
watching
black
it.
man. Like you don't know where you're going. Uh,
Anyway, so I found myself watching the trailer for Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, which came out way back in 2005. Um but the reason why this brought it to my attention is because basically in this trailer, they literally showed you the whole fucking movie in the trailer. And like, I hate when movies do that. So, what shocks me to this day is that it still happens. And the few examples that I have to back this up are Endgame, which was the most anticipated fucking movie in God knows how long, right?
mhm.
uh Everybody wanted to fucking see Endgame, right? Especially if you were a Marvel fan, and even like casual people that maybe seen a few movies, knew who some heroes were. They wanted to see it too. It was the most anticipated movie to be released in a very long time since Infinity War,
Yeah,
and um, you know, when movies like this come out, much like the wrestling community, Twitter can be fucking toxic. The internet can be fucking toxic because people don't give a fuck once they see the movie, before they see the movie, oh yeah, no, please don't spoil it. I want to see. Once they see that movie, fucking up, dead, fucking dead, dead, dead. Like son of a bitch, calm the fuck down. Literally 3 days after, literally 3 days after Endgame's done in the theaters, but the fucking opening weekend that Monday, there were trailers on TV, on fucking TV
Oh
of Captain
yeah,
America
oh
with the fucking hammer in his hand,
yeah, and
bro.
like oh,
Literally days after the movie came out. I'm like, what the fuck?
and then
Like,
they
I
spoiled.
luckily
Yeah,
was,
and they spoiled the fucking
yeah,
trailer. They spoiled one of the trailers for me. What was it? Was it for Captain America when Spider-Man showed up? It
yeah,
did
yeah,
Spider-Man in
yeah.
the
They should not
thumbnails.
have put that in the
Jesus
trailer.
Christ.
They should not have put that in the
Yeah.
trailer.
They
They
fucking
should not have put Spider-Man in the trailer, or at the
Jesus
very least,
Christ.
keep him out of the fucking thumbnails.
Yes, please. Jesus
Um,
Christ.
But anyway, I'm glad you said that. But fucking Endgame, literally 3 days after the movie was out, the day after the opening weekend. Luckily, I stayed the fuck off of my phone on the Thursday midnight release and all day that Friday. I went to go see it that Friday it came out, and I went to go see it, and I was very happy with the movie. I loved it. I've watched it a couple times over since, and I love it. It's one of my favorite movies now. But literally, the fucking Monday after the opening weekend for this movie, you had fucking trailers on national fucking television and on social media sites like Twitter and fucking Instagram and shit of literally like Captain America waving around the fucking hammer and shit. Like what the fuck? That was one of the biggest surprises of the whole fucking, not just the movie, but the whole fucking continuity of movies.
Oh god.
Captain America with the fucking hammer in his hand. You just spoiled that. Not everybody can go see the fucking movie the opening weekend. You inconsiderate fucks. All right? That's the thing that
Yeah.
I hate about spoilers, and the fact that the people that run the shit fucking spoiled it 3 days later. It's like, give it a fucking minute. You're ruining your own
Yeah,
fucking movie.
I
It
fucking
was
knew
gonna make it was
I fucking knew
what?
Batman was dead before like in the last Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but like, look, man, like, fucking, you you're gonna make the money regardless because people are gonna still go and fucking see it.
Mhm.
Like showing Captain America with the hammer doesn't give away the entire fucking movie, but like fuck, that was one of the most significant things of the entire fucking film. And now there's trailers about the fucking DVD release of fucking Iron Man snapping his fingers with the stones. Like, god damn! What if somebody hadn't fucking seen it yet? What if some fucking kid was like that, like couldn't go to see the movie when it went out, so like he has to wait for it to come out on DVD or some shit. And
Yeah.
on the fucking TV, there's trailers of Iron Man snapping his fucking fingers. Like he already knows what the fuck
Yeah,
happened.
that fucking guy, girl, whoever who's trying to fucking catch up to everything is probably fucked by now.
Yeah, fucked. And like let the movie breathe. Like it was 3 days after it came out. The most anticipated movie of the fucking year, and it's already spoiled. Like
Yeah.
son of a bitch. Let it fucking breathe.
It is
And
a
that's another thing too. That ties into fucking video games. Because with video games, Star Wars, The Jedi Fallen Order, I haven't beaten this game yet, and Bobby hasn't beaten this game yet.
hmm
But literally, fucking, the game's been out for like what, a month or two?
yeah, about 2 months, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that fucking long. And there's already in fucking trailer footage of him fighting fucking Darth Vader. Like, what the fuck? I mean, you could probably figure out that he was gonna fight Darth Vader because of where the game took place. But son of a bitch, you're putting it in the fucking trailer already. Let me be fucking surprised when he walks through the goddamn door. I want to shit my pants when I hear him fucking breathing.
I mean, that's how it is today. Like, as soon as something happened, it's already a fucking meme or a GIF or a GIF, whatever you want to say. Up it like we just get stuff like so fast, and like people can't wait to talk about it, and like give their everybody have a voice now when everybody should have a voice, basically.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
I'm just I don't know.
And this is the last trailer I'll talk about because it's not really a movie that I was like giddy with joy, like, oh, I'm gonna go see this. But like, it's a brand new movie that I
Mhm.
don't even think is out in theaters yet, or it's gonna come out soon, or it might be like opening weekend this weekend. The movie Black Christmas,
Mhm.
which I think this is like I don't know if this is the same story as the other two because there was the original one in like the 70s and then there was the remake in like the mid 2000s and I don't know if this is like a reboot remake or some shit or if it just happens to have the same name. I don't know. But basically, um the story of Black Christmas is like it's like the sorority of girls that gets attacked by a killer
Yeah, this is a
and it
believe a
happens to be on
remake.
like
They did
Christmas
this
time.
before. Yeah, they did this
Yeah.
did this before.
Yeah. Okay. So in the fucking trailer, you're literally showing the fucking characters die. You're literally showing people fucking die in the trailers of the movie. Literally, in one of the fucking trailers, the killer walks up to a chick and snaps her fucking neck. In the fucking trailer. There's another part in the trailer where there's a girl on the ground screaming and the guy's about to stab her, and then it cuts away for like a split fucking second and comes back 2 seconds later and he's dragging her body away. Like, oh, that bitch is fucking dead. You know that before the movie's over. Before you even fucking go in the not the movie's over, but before you even see the fucking thing, before you go
Yeah,
into the goddamn theater, you know who's already fucking dead. It's bullshit. What the fuck are you doing? You're giving away your fucking movie. You don't know who the survivor girl is gonna be. You don't know
yeah,
who's gonna fucking live. But because of this fucking trailer, you can sit down and immediately as the movie starts, you can point and be like, huh, she's fucking dead. Like, what the hell? You're not supposed to be able to do that. You're ruining the fucking mystique of a movie.
yeah.
Trailers
That's just
are
bad
fucking
marketing.
giving shit away for fucking free. They're giving shit away for less than free. And more times than not, it's the fucking companies that's putting out the goddamn movie. What the fuck are you doing? Do you want people to go see this shit or not? What the fuck? Like, tell me all these Friday the 13th trailers that you've seen of like somebody getting fucking hacked up in the trailer. You haven't. This fucking trailer, you see like 2 or 3 people fucking die. You're gonna go to the movie and know who's dead already before the movie fucking starts.
Yeah, it's
It's
just
crazy. And it blows my fucking mind. If you're trying to build the fucking character development and make people interested in the characters in these movies so when they do die, you actually feel it and you hate that they're dead, you're going to want to see the killer die more? Fuck that shit. You already saw this bitch get her neck snapped in the fucking trailer. I know that these kind of movies at this point are basically just fucking popcorn shove in your mouth, sit there and
yeah.
fucking enjoy people getting hacked up in creative ways and whatever. But like, fuck, dude. You're literally putting deaths in the fucking trailer. What are you doing? You're giving away the fucking movie, man. Tell me a fucking movie by one of the all-time great fucking directors that they've spoiled shit in their fucking trailers. Tell me a Scorsese movie that's had a trailer come out where they gave away the whole fucking movie. Tell me, I want to fucking know.
Well, I
Show
didn't
me a
know. I didn't know
Tarantino movie
Jurassic Park
that's
had
come out.
dinosaurs, but yeah,
Jurassic.
spoil, bro.
I'm not having this conversation with you. Anyway, so look, man, I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing, but
This is
stop
going to go
spoiling
on.
shit in the trailer.
This is going to go on forever.
Oh no, it's not gonna stop.
I
It's how it is now.
sometimes if a trailer is like first of all, if a trailer's fucking 3 minutes, that's fucking nuts.
Way
It's
too
three
long.
minutes.
Way too long.
I cut
Way too
trailers
long.
off before it gets bad sometimes. Before it even gets bad. Like I don't even want to
I th-
risk it. I cut trailers off before that.
I think a minute is max. Minute and a half
Yeah,
tops.
yeah. Maybe if it's a TV show, maybe 2 minutes, since it's like fucking
Yeah,
maybe 11 hours plus of television. But
yeah. If you're putting out 3.5 minutes of a trailer, you
yeah,
just watch the whole fucking movie.
you watch the whole movie. Yeah, I
What
don't
the
know.
fuck? Because what are they gonna have left to show you? After the first 30 seconds or a minute, what else they have to show you? They're literally gonna show you the fucking plot. They're gonna show you some motherfucking shit, and you're like, oh well, that's what happens. And you're gonna know before you go and sit down. Like, I don't want to know what's going to happen before I buy my fucking ticket. I want to go into that movie theater with a bunch of shit in my head that I think could happen, and then be surprised by what happens on the fucking screen. I don't want to walk in knowing what's going to happen. Because what's the point of me seeing this fucking movie if I already know what's going to happen?
Yeah.
So, whoever sits in these fucking rooms and makes these fucking trailers and chops them up and edits them and shit, think about what the fuck you're doing, man. You're ruining your fucking movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, I
I
think
agree.
our final topic of the day, I wanted to talk about this because I noticed if you ever looked at the IMDb list of movies, like the greatest movies of all time, on the list you'll see movies like Scarface and Goodfellas and Godfather and Casino, and the running theme with all those movies is that they're all gangster movies.
Hmm.
Now, what I wanted to know was why are they all so fucking good? Like, why? Why? Why, man? What the fuck? What? Like, I have yet to see The Irishman, but I already know
Yeah, I
by
heard that was
looking at
good.
who's in the movie. Already looking at who's in the movie and shit. I know that it's probably fucking great. I looked at the runtime because I actually wanted to watch it, and I was like, all right, I gotta do this for a day that I'm ready for it because it's 3.5 hours. That's kind of a fucking commitment, but I'm gonna do it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna watch the movie, and I'm gonna enjoy it probably. But what I wanted to know was like, what makes all these gangster movies good? Is it the drama? Is it the action? You know, like what makes all these movies so good? And it's not just like you can sit there and be like, that was a good movie. No, it's like everybody thinks that they're great movies. Academies think that they're great movies. They've won multiple awards. They're on everybody's lists of greatest movies of all time. Uh, they're fucking. It's it's nuts, and it's not like there's just one or two. There's a bunch.
Well, I
The
believe
first two Godfathers and fucking Goodfellas and Casino and Scarface and fucking like all these
well
mobster gangster movies are
some of
amazing.
these are Scorsese did it, so that's why.
Yeah,
And the cast, the acting cast, that's around him, and
right.
like I believe Casino. Am I saying that right?
They're based on
Casino, a true story,
yeah,
I believe.
based on true
Loosely,
stories.
loosely
Yeah,
based, but like based nonetheless.
yeah,
So they can,
yeah.
the story's already made, and then they can just tighten up the story. I think the biggest reason is just it's tight. It's tight storytelling. Like it's nothing like loose, no loopholes, no nothing. It's just tight
hmm
storytelling. It's
Oh,
just
The Departed, another one.
yeah. Heat, even though I did like Heat that much, is a good. I think it's a gangster movie. I think it's a gangster movie. Uh, Carlito's Way. I don't know if you put that up there with all of these, but that's a good one.
hmm
Uh,
Yeah, like all these crime drama, gangster fucking movies are awesome. Like they're all awesome because, and it's kind of funny too because like you can like pick a handful of actors that are like always in these kind of movies,
hmm.
but they do such a good fucking job. You would think that they played the same guy in every movie, but there's actually like something different about their characters in every single one of these movies, which makes them refreshing.
Yeah. That's,
And
I
it's
guess
just
the
really
same reason
interesting.
why we like I guess gangster rap. I guess is that like that the gangster mentality, like the cowboy versus cop the cowboy versus cop shit that we've been fed our whole lives, I guess. Um,
Right,
this that it's living another lifestyle that we can't personally live. Well, at least us
right,
two. So it's
right, right,
that
right.
and like all the people doing a great job. Like nobody like doing bullshit. And the actors that's in these movies that you named, always make you- always make each other better. And always some of these guys already know how they work.
Right.
Or yeah, so stuff like that makes the movie
And it
great.
and it's also because of these movies too that a lot of these guys are household names like Pacino, De
Yeah,
Niro, Joe Pesci.
yeah.
Like you know them from these movies.
I mean, love me a good gangster movie. I don't know when the last time I saw a good gangster movie. I
I
haven't
do.
saw The Irishman yet either. Um,
Yeah. In terms of like recent though, I don't know. I don't know. Have you ever seen the Boondock Saints?
Yeah, I saw the first one because that's what
I need to see that one. I need to
that's
see that one.
everybody
I
said that
think
was
it's
good.
got Willem Dafoe and Norman Reedus in it, so I
Yeah,
definitely need to check that out. I like Willem Dafoe a lot.
yeah, Young Gnome is yeah, it's really yeah, it was pretty good.
All right.
Anything
Well,
else, Christian?
yeah, that's all I got. I think that's all I got to talk about. We've
I'm
been
gonna check
talking
the
for.
tweets, see if anything else is
Yeah,
breaking.
check Twitter, see if we got
Check
any
the
breaking
tweets.
news. While Bobby checks for breaking news, I'm gonna go ahead and remind you to go ahead and go over to his channel, Bobby Smooth Gaming, and hit his channel with a subscribe. Also, go and watch his videos. He posts fairly regularly of gameplay walkthroughs.
Yeah,
He just recently put up some gameplay walkthroughs of Jedi Fallen Order, and you should go and watch those and hit a
yeah,
like,
and I
some
have videos
comment
to
on
come,
some of
guys.
them, and
So
yep,
yeah, I think that's
he's
about it,
frequently
man.
putting out content for you.
Yeah,
Uh, check him out.
yeah, thank
He
you.
also streams on Twitch from time to time.
Oh
I
yeah, I'm
believe
amazing.
his Twitch handle is the same as his YouTube, right?
Yeah. What else? What else? What else?
That was it. I
Come
was
on, man. You
gonna
don't got
let you
nothing else
take
good to
over on
say?
your. Uh,
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Uh,
I got nothing. I was really trying to think of something clever right there, and I just went fucking
yeah.
brain
Okay.
dead on that one.
All right. Well, nonetheless, I thank you guys for all watching. Make sure to all our social medias are down below. I want to thank you guys for watching. Like I said, make sure to like, subscribe to my channel and